We are now. Hi, everybody.
Yay, we're live!
Always so impatient. You're always just ready to go.
I am.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Tonight, we will be watching the first half of the Hilda movie, Hilda and the Mountain King. It's an hour and a half, so we're not going to watch the entire thing in this stream, but we will watch.
That's a lot, Steve.
I mean, it's not really, but
it is for this stream. It's a lot.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch. I skipped ahead a little bit. I didn't watch the movie ahead of time, but I skipped to about halfway through. And oh, hey, Chrono Sage, glad you could stop in to say hi. I skipped ahead to about halfway through and found a good stopping point. So when we get to that stopping point, it's a little over 44 minutes in, and that's when I'll say, "Okay, stop," and we will finish week after next with the last half of it. So. Oh yeah, tonight we'll finish with Wordle, yeah. But yeah, so first half of Hilda and the Mountain King. And do you want to go ahead and tell people the plan going forward for your half of the show after we finish Hilda?
Let's do that in case somebody can't come tonight. That way they'll know without, having to watch through the entire stream of us staring at the screen and not saying a whole lot.
We'll mention it again at the end of the show.
As a reminder for y'all.
As a reminder. But so we have decided to go ahead and after we finish Hilda, which we will be done with Hilda after the movie, after we finish both halves of the movie, then we're going to start the BBC miniseries North and South.
Yes.
And that's 4 episodes, and the episodes are all about an hour long, so we'll watch one per show.
So we're sort of working up to it for my stuff.
Yeah, and then this is the part because I mean I'm excited to watch North and South with you because you have talked about it to me for years and I have not ever seen it
so much.
So I am like anxious to watch it. But you have also chosen what you want to do for your part of the show after we get through North and South because North and South is only 4 episodes, so
right?
It doesn't
but
really get us too far.
North and South, your viewership was somewhat split on whether or not they would be able to watch it along with us.
That's true because its streaming availability here in the States at least is limited. I'm not sure what the availability is
outside
the States, but here it's available. I'm going to be watching it on BritBox, which is a service that I subscribe to through Amazon Prime. So wherever you know that we do not ask questions.
I mean we do, but
wherever you happen to find the show or however you have managed to gain access to it.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Is your business. As long as you can watch it at the same time we're watching it, that's all that matters.
I mean, and honestly, you don't have to. You're welcome to just watch us staring at the screen, but
that's true.
Kind of, awkward and
I don't get it. I don't get it, but apparently a few people have done that and they have.
Like if you're that familiar with, I mean, honestly, I could probably do that. Like with North and South, I know it well enough that I can just watch along and wait for somebody to say something. I'd probably have it on in the background while I'm like folding laundry or something.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. But after we get through North and South, I'm really looking forward to your next show, which you have also already chosen.
Yes.
Which is
also on BritBox.
Which is also on BritBox, and I will also be watching it on BritBox. But yeah, do you want to say what it is?
I would love to say what it is. Do you want me to say what it is? I mean, it's on your channel.
Please say what it is. Please say what it is. We're about to say it, Azalea. We're about to tell you. What's after North and South is
Poirot.
Which
I am not amazed, I guess, but I'm surprised. I am surprised that you haven't already watched that.
So am I actually, but yeah, it is the David Suchet version, the BBC Agatha Christie's
like
Poirot.
The series.
That's the one.
Were the other ones called Poirot? Just like
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that there have been other series, called Poirot. But no, this is the one. It's the TV series, the one that most people think of when they think of Poirot. David Suchet is Poirot. He is sort of he is to
He's
Poirot
Poirot.
he is to Poirot as Jeremy Brett is to Sherlock Holmes for people our age. Uh, so that's what we're watching. Oh, ITV. I apologize, 285, not BBC. ITV. But just you know, I appreciate the correction because I correct people when people say that the Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes was BBC because it was not. It was Granada. So I appreciate the correction.
Y'all are nerds.
But anyway, that's
nerds.
yes, the David Suchet Poirot. And then of course we'll be continuing with Deep Space Nine every other week. So it'll be Deep Space Nine, uh, Hilda for the next month because we have two halves of the movie to get through, and then it'll be Deep Space Nine and North and South alternating for the next 2 months, and then it'll be Deep Space Nine and Poirot alternating
indefinitely
for a while because there's a lot of Poirot.
Yes, finally, I will get to have something that will have like a shelf life.
A nice long term.
Hilda's had a relatively long shelf life.
Yeah. Well, think about it. Hilda has a total of 26 episodes plus the movie that we're getting 2 shows out of. So, you know, and
that's more than Firefly had.
Yeah. And more enjoyable than Firefly was too.
But, Steve, you want to be careful about that.
I think it's safe to say I've enjoyed Hilda more than I enjoyed Firefly.
Okay.
Overall,
Hilda's a great show, but yeah, I mean, you don't want people to think that you don't like that you didn't love Firefly.
What, are they going to come to my house wearing their brown coats? And
I don't know. Let's not find out.
I don't sweat no Firefly nerds.
I mean, if there are enough of them.
That's true. But anyway, so that is the plan for the foreseeable future. So tonight, once again, the first half of the Hilda movie, Hilda and the Mountain King. So if you don't have it queued up already, go ahead and call it up on Netflix and pause that sucker at 0, and we will get started watching that in a few minutes. Oh, Azalea Jane, you've never heard of? I mean, honestly, I had never heard of this version of this North and South because when someone says to me North and South, I automatically think of the one with Patrick Swayze, which is based on a series of novels that take place during the American Civil War.
Is that shoot, now his name went away.
John Jakes.
Yeah.
The writer? Yeah, John Jakes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it came into my head and went away right as I was asking the question.
Yeah. That's what I think of when people say North and South because I loved those things. I mean, I even watched Heaven and Hell, North and South Book 3, which is garbage. Even by the somewhat dubious standards of because like it's basically like a soap opera. Like it's not serious television. It's basically like a Civil War era primetime soap opera.
Yeah.
But the first 2 series are really fun and really good and fun to watch. And Patrick Swayze, come on, Jesus. And then the third one is no Patrick Swayze, and basically whoever they could get to come back for the last series. And it's just not. I mean, David Carradine is in it, and David Carradine is good as the villain, but there's only so much he can do. You know,
he's just one guy.
He's just one guy. But yeah, so that's what I think of when I think of North and South. So I've never until you started telling me about it, Dana, I had never heard of it either. But I'm surprised you've never heard of Poirot, Azalea. You've never heard. Is it that you've never heard of that show, or you've never heard of the character at all? Because that's pretty cool. If you're coming in completely cold on Poirot, who was like a pretty famous,
that's almost character. Like saying you haven't heard of Sherlock Holmes. Almost.
Yeah. But it's if you do watch along with us for it, it will be really interesting to see your reactions to it, to be completely,
because you said you've watched the first couple, but I do think I want us to start at the beginning.
Yes, I think so too. I have watched I think I've watched the first 2.
I'm assuming I don't know the order or anything like that, but I'm just going to assume the first one is Styles.
No,
it's not.
No. Of the TV series, no.
Yes.
Let me. I don't think so. Let me check. Poirot.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Uh, let me see. Episodes. List of Agatha Christie's Poirot episodes. No, the first episode of series 1 is The Adventure of the Clapham Cook.
Huh. That's very interesting.
The Mysterious Affair at Styles is the first episode of series 3. And that is a feature length episode.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. Maybe they needed to like make sure that they could get enough money to do a feature length one. Let me look at something here. Azalea Jane, nicely done.
Sherlock who? That's funny.
Kent Chalmers, I don't think you need one.
No, I don't. I know it's an American service. I mean, I don't use a VPN to subscribe to it. I get it through Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, yeah.
It's an add-on through Amazon. You might be able to get it through other services too, but I get it. I think it's like $5 a month, and it's just an add-on that I get through Amazon Prime. I haven't checked, but I mean the over here the Poirot series ran on public broadcasting too. I don't know if you can if it's streaming through like the PBS app, or I haven't checked. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. But it might
worth
be
looking into, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go ahead and say yes, we're doing this, so that people could poke around and see what they could find.
Yeah. So yeah.
So do you still have the episodes up
of Poirot? I can call them back up in just a second. There they are. Okay, what do you? Yeah.
Do they either have 13 at Dinner or Lord Edgware Dies?
Looks like they don't have 13 at Dinner. Lord
EDGWARE.
Lord Edgware Dies is in series 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope I don't remember if I've seen that one or not, but I've like it's my favorite book, my favorite novel length Poirot. It's so good. It's so good.
Well, We'll get to it eventually. Excellent.
Of course, 255 AD. That makes me think of The Good Place. Oh, it was so popular. It ran for 30 years. They did 6 seasons.
Yeah, the British TV. Although, I mean, there aren't as many Poirot episodes as there would be of like a traditional American broadcast. Because obviously you think if it ran, because it ran for 24 years. There aren't 24 series. Right. I think there were a total of 13 series that were just made over 24 years. Yeah, but some of the series only have like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And some of them have like 10, and you know what I mean? Like it's a very, so yeah.
Well, I mean, now with streaming services, pizza. Now with streaming services, we're kind of going in that direction. It's like the series is this many episodes now. Whereas it used to be with broadcast television, it was like a season was 22 to 26 episodes.
Right. With streaming, the British, not just Britain, Japanese TV was very similar. And I think a lot of European sort of and Asian countries, their TV seasons or series were between 6 and 10 episodes typically, whereas American shows were twice that, if not longer, usually. So it's definitely become more. That's why, and honestly, as long as it's good, I don't care. Like sometimes people complain, like, oh, I wish like especially with the new Star Trek shows, because like traditionally, like the old Star Trek shows when they were on TV, you'd get like 25 episodes a season, and now that it's streaming for the new shows, it's Discovery has been typically 13 episodes. Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds have been 10 episodes per season. Picard has been 10 episodes. So it's, it's a much shorter season. But like, I honestly don't care how many episodes there are, as long as it's good.
Yeah.
And I'd rather, and I mean, with a show with as rotten as Picard's second season was, I certainly wasn't saying, what they needed was more episodes. Definitely not the problem.
No?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the episodes are feature-length episodes, but not all of them. In fact, I think most, if not all, of the ones in the first series at least are, you know, like an hour long. They're yeah, they're like a So, but I think it's comparable to the Sherlock Holmes series. You know, there are some episodes of the Sherlock Holmes series that are movie length, but most of them are, because most of them are based on the short stories. You know, I mean, and with Holmes there were only 4 novels. So almost all of the Holmes original canon that the show was adapted from were short stories. So I think there were more Poirot novels than there were Holmes novels. But
yeah.
No, Azalea, I disagree. I think that Picard season 2 barely had enough story for those. In fact, it didn't have enough story for those 10 episodes. So, like, if they had made more than 10 episodes and just had made a completely different show, well, I mean, then like we're in an extremely hypothetical conversation. You know what I mean? But as far as like the story they were trying to tell in season 2, no, they needed fewer episodes, not more episodes. It was already stretched ridiculously thin.
All right, so series and publication order 2.1. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a good one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Holy heck. 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, I'm stopping counting.
So, but
because the short story collections are in there too, and I'm losing track of the numbers.
Okay, so those are Poirot novels.
Just Poirot. Okay, and there's.
So so more than 4, in other words.
So many good. I love her titles are just so good too.
And I mean, I think a lot of it was also. I mean, I don't think Agatha Christie ever had. I don't think she had the ambivalent relationship toward Poirot that Conan Doyle had toward Holmes.
Yes, she did.
She did, really? Well, it doesn't from the bibliography.
But
it doesn't sound like
it. That's why. I think that's why she got sick of writing them, because she did so many, and then kept hounding her for more. Very much like with Conan Doyle.
But Conan Doyle stopped, at least for a while. I mean, he went back to it eventually, but
I think in her case it was. I don't think. I think she referred to him as that tiresome little man. And and I think she enjoyed writing about him and his foibles, and because the novels do to some degree poke fun at him, whereas the Sherlock Holmes novels do not do that. So they would not really. I can see that they would be less. They would not be as enjoyable to be like, screw you, little guy, as much fun in that way. But I mean, even then, it lists 47 books, with probably about a half dozen of them as short story collections.
So almost all of it is novels. Yeah.
Most of it is novels. And then by the end, she's just like, please, can I die? I mean, the last Poirot novel was, there's some more. 19, it looks like 19 Elephants Can Remember, which I did like. Was he? So yeah, he was not. And then there's the Third Girl Halloween Party is. I vaguely remember that one. The Clocks I found was very plot and detail oriented. It was not as character focused as most of her books. Yes, Philip. Oh my gosh, Ariadne Oliver. I love her so much. Not only that, but in the Tommy and Tuppence are my absolute favorite, all-time favorite. And I've watched the Tommy and Tuppence series. It's not as good as Poirot, and I don't think it does justice to the characters either. Anyway, in Partners in Crime, they actually are running a detective agency, and Tommy gets the idea that they're going to examine each case and decide what style of detective, like what author it fits. And then they're going to approach the case in the manner that that author's detective does. And at one point, Tuppence decides this is an Agatha Christie mystery and that she is Poirot. And Tommy says, well, I think this case is going to be known as the trial of Hastings, or the triumph of Hastings. And Tuppence says, no, my dear, once the idiot friend, always the idiot friend.
Damn.
So apparently Christie didn't like Poirot and didn't like Hastings either. Although this was significantly earlier in her career, so she might not have gotten tired of Poirot.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Before we get too much further into the Christie talk, let's remember that we're not watching Poirot for like another few months because we have to get through North and South and the rest of Hilda first. So
yeah.
But it's nice to see that there will be some enthusiasm for, and like I said, I'm very much looking forward to watching it with you too because
there's two. I don't know because I don't know the actors' names. You put them in chat, I'll look them up. I guess, well, hang on to them and put them in chat after we're done with Hilda, and I will look them up. And
there we go.
Yeah, I meant to just close that window. There we are. I've got it. Hilda and the Mountain King. And yeah, I'll look it up. I'll look it up afterwards and let you know which one it was because I can see their faces. Couldn't begin to tell you anybody's names. No clue. So I'm ready. I have talked about what we're doing next. And we filled up our yak time, so we've done our due diligence.
Indeed. All right. So it is time. Hang on. I think my audio thing might have.
Uh-oh.
Are people hearing the da-dung
technical
from Netflix?
Difficulties?
I think I know how to fix it, though. What I need to do is exit my Netflix app. Exit my Netflix app and restart it. And then that should take care of it. And make sure my...
Snakebit Cat, okay. I have not watched Rumple of the Bailey. Another one that I like is The Vicar of Dibley. Such fun, that. Steve still has thinking face on.
Well, I'm just making sure that I can watch the thing we're supposed to watch. Now I can't hear you.
That's because I was eating pizza. I tapped it, but it didn't unmute. Without broadcasting it for everybody else and getting yourself kicked off of YouTube.
Good idea. Okay, well, can you mute yourself again real quick?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I think we're good. You can unmute. I just had to test to make sure that it wasn't going to be sending the audio over the stream. So are you ready? You can unmute.
Yes. Well, I was making sure my cursor was at the right spot.
I got you.
Very important.
Okay, so everybody, we are going to be watching Hilda and the Mountain King. Hopefully everybody has it loaded and is paused at 0. And I will do, as I always do, and count this in from 3. I'll say 3, 2, 1, play. And we will all hit play when I say play. And we will watch the first half, about the first 44 minutes or so, of Hilda and the Mountain King.
25580, hold that question for the end. Let's watch some Hilda.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Gadong.
Gadong. Okay, first of all, that child needs to have clothes. That child should put clothes on. Where she thinks she is a Looney Tunes character.
She didn't take her clothes off, so they should be still on. It's very weird to hear this music.
You mean instead of the usual Hilda theme?
Yeah, it's not even the same style.
Yeah. Well, this is a movie. This is different.
Mm.
Huh? Oh God, it's an R. Crumb cartoon gone mad. Oh, so that's just a thing that can happen?
Why are we surprised by weird things happening?
I know. Haven't they lived here long enough?
Go to the mall first. Get one of those child leashes.
Yes. At least somebody's happy.
Yay!
The Dudley Do Right Squad.
Or, do something squad. We ain't gonna pay you.
We're in constant danger. That's why I'm here. Wow, it's a giant flashlight strapped to a truck.
$255.80. I do think any child would be freaked out by having their body changed.
Yeah, I'd say that's a fair assumption.
And I don't think it necessarily would have to do with genitals necessarily. I'm more surprised that Hilda is not as freaked out by the nose. I mean, that's got to affect her peripheral vision.
You tell him, David. I know you're upset. Remember tapes? That's hilarious.
They're not thoughts, they're facts.
Well, I hope it did. My grandfather.
I'd rather learn math.
Yeah, really. It's a walkout. We've lost control.
I liked that.
The little smile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's like, that's right. You eat all the berries you want, little one. She's an Inhuman. Whatever. Yeah, 255 AD. I remember gargoyles. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing when they wake up and they throw off the stone parts.
She's a very floppy stone. Sequence 77. This is my pick. So it's just a continuation of Hilda.
Because it's part of Hilda, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Sequence 77. There were quite a few TNG alumni in the casts of Gargoyles, including the great Jonathan Frakes as David Xanatos. You'll just have to give me your social security number. Bad touch. Bring me some booze. He makes a good point. Sequence 77. Decolonization? Yeah, answer that call, troll. That's right. Yeah, ooh, he shot put it. Nice. I love the panic in her voice. That is a gun, sir. It's a flashlight with a pistol grip.
Sequence 77. I'm winning.
Alfred's the smart one. He's like, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Beep. Bye, Snake Bit Cat.
Have a good rehearsal.
Uh-oh.
What's happened to all my bells, Kif? My name will go down in the annals of Trollberg history. So there. Thanks, Sequence 77. Enjoy your bow binge. Well, I mean, she's argumentative. I don't think I'd call her a troll.
Not necessarily. Bye, Sequence 77.
Okay, there's got to be a fire department or something that they can drop that troll baby off in front of. Or like a hospital.
Mm. Pizza. It just
Not my problem. I mean, he's a giant troll. Can't he just like punch his way through the side of the mountain? Well, it's good to see the trolls practice responsible camping. You know, they douse their fire. $255 AD. At the moment, my money is on the big guy in the cave. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, I bet that pigeon was delicious too. It's like bloody Jurassic Park. Touche. Yes, we never thought of that.
Because humans have laws and leaders, and they all get along, right?
We always all get along with each other perfectly. Yeah. The idea that he should be the king. Oh, cool. So you can just do that, huh? Organic matter. Quick, David, take a crap in one of these buckets. Ugh. He hasn't wrung it out yet?
Maybe he has.
Oh, shit.
Ah! Yeah, Steve.
Oh, I didn't forget. A tailpipe. Oh, wow. No, it's not treasure. We're just hoarders. Bones. Well, that spell wasn't worth a bucket of warm spit. Yeah, I guess that's also what she meant by "don't do this." I'm running naked and no one can stop me. You have a Godzilla roar? You're just busting that out? 255 AD, that didn't occur to me, but I can see why you might think that, yeah. I know 255 AD. I know where we're going to stop. But thank you for pointing that out. My beanie babies. Okay, let's stop there. So we will pick up at the end of that little musical montage next time. Yes, and I'll have an exact time code the next time when we come back to it in 2 weeks. So what do you think so far?
Oh, I like it. What do you think?
I mean, it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not enjoying it, but it hasn't like
grabbed you.
It hasn't grabbed me. Yeah.
It's one of the things that I kind of like about it. It's just kind of chill. Just goes. I mean, I understand what's going on. I like the characters. I'm already invested in them. Then I'm curious to see what happens.
I will say, I mean, the troll baby, I think they want the troll baby to be cute, and I just find it irritating. I think because I can't help but put myself in the shoes of the characters, and I'm just like, God, I would hate this fucking baby.
Man, toddlers are just...
I would lock this baby in a room.
Toddlers are such a challenge.
Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, I'm okay with it, I guess, up to this point. So I see you yawning. Would you like to go ahead and play Wordle?
Oh yeah. Yes. Will you pull that up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's wrong. Yeah, I think he's wrong. So I mean, murder doesn't have to be gross and gruesome in order to be. It's not necessarily brutal. It's horrific, but not necessarily. And I'm being careful with my words here because I don't think murder is necessarily brutal, but it's always horrific. And I think Christie does paint it that way. Generally, the first murder that she writes about in a story is often of someone who isn't well liked, but the death isn't trivialized. The fact that it's someone who isn't well liked generally does a couple of things in a murder mystery. For one thing, it gives you more suspects to pull from.
Right.
And but for another, it does to some extent the focus of the story. It's not an SVU. It doesn't. I think the danger for more is that it goes the other direction. It's very easy to sensationalize or to I don't want to say exactly. It's not quite like emotional blackmail, but it's like, oh, it's so sad this person has died, and it becomes it goes into bathos and sensationalizing the victim. And Christie doesn't do that, but that doesn't trivialize the death of this person. And quite often, when somebody's murdered, there's a reason. Not that makes it okay, but murder isn't just sad when it happens to good people.
Right.
So, all right.
So, hi, Radical Bacon. You missed us watching along.
Part, but you're here for Wordle.
Yeah, you're here for Wordle.
Probably already done, so no spoilers.
Yes. So we're going to play Wordle. As always, the way this works is Dana is not looking at the Wordle board. She is only getting information through my description.
So no spoilers.
So if you're with us in the chat and you want to play along, we welcome you to guess along with us.
No spoilers.
If you know the answer, do not give away the answer.
Ooh,
okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Oh, heart. I guess the first one.
Heart.
Right.
Yeah, that's your starter word is heart. HEART. And that gives us it gives us 3 letters, none of which are in the right place, but we have an H, an E, and a T.
Okay.
So you want to go ahead with your second starter word?
But
or
well, that means it probably is THE blank blank.
Odds are good, yeah.
Odds are good. Or it could be blank blank ETH. So let's go with lions.
Okay. Lions, LIONS. And that gives us nothing.
Okay.
So
well put.
Oh well. So HET, but
it
not
does
in those
tell
places.
us that none of the letters in lions are in it.
Right. No L, no I, no O, no N, no S, and no A and no R. So
okay. What about? And there was no R, right?
No R.
Theme would work.
Theme. That's a, yeah. You want to try that one?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, that's a good guess. Theme.
Thank you.
THEME. Oh, nope, that's not it. But okay, this is interesting. Oh no, I know what it has to be. So we have okay, I'm going to tell you. We have TH blank ME. So the T and the H and the M and the E are all in the right place, but it's not theme. So I can only think of one other word it could possibly be.
Time.
Right. Time.
Because THYME. It can't be A, I, or O. And right, it's not E. Yeah. Right. And it's not, I don't think thum is a word.
I don't think so either.
So time it is.
It's got to be time. So THYME.
About time. About time.
That's it. That's it.
You're so awesome. Thanks everybody for cheering us on, I guess.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Yay us.
Yay us. Didn't take too long that time either.
Nope. We just sort of buzzed right through it, especially with lions giving us nothing. But sometimes, finding out nothing is finding out, what doesn't work. And that worked out very well for us.
Indeed. 2 to 5 AD, who do I think the Mountain King will turn out to be? The answer may surprise you. I don't know. I don't usually watch things that way. I don't try to outguess it. I don't really have a guess as to who the Mountain King will turn out to be. I assume he'll turn out, just based on how he's been built in the story so far, I assume that he will be kind of a bad guy, and that, he won't, either he won't actually be able to turn Hilda back, or his way of turning her back will have some some catch that he didn't mention when he offered her. You know what I mean? I'm assuming it'll be something like that, but it could also, that could be a red herring or a misdirect, and they're actually going a different way with it. So I don't really know.
And of course, you're assuming that that particular troll is the Mountain King.
That's true. He might not be the Mountain King. The Mountain King might be a completely different person.
Yep.
Maybe it's that annoying troll baby. Maybe that's the Mountain King or the Mountain Queen or whatever gender it's supposed to be. I don't know. I just want someone to throw it into a canyon.
Why?
It's annoying. It just annoys me. I find it annoying. If I was David, as soon as I saw it chewing on my jumper, I would have picked it up, carried it to the nearest canyon, and thrown it into a canyon. Oh, did you break a clip?
Yep. All right. Well, that means it's time to finish up, because
that's right.
I don't have another clip here, and I'm trying to put my hair up so that I can go and soak in the tub.
You're gonna hold it like this for the rest of
the show, which obviously is not going to be very long because my arms get tired.
There you go. So okay, so we will be back next week to watch another episode of Deep Space Nine.
And Radical Bacon, are you being literal? Because there is a butterfly in the episode. Let's not forget.
There is, but it's not a monarch butterfly, though. Unless monarch butterflies just look completely different in the Hilda's world.
I mean, granted, they have like trolls and all kinds of.
That's true. They could just have different monarch butterflies.
All right, so next week we're watching DS9, and it's going to be an episode that y'all are familiar with, and I'm not.
Yeah, episode of DS9. It will be Improbable Cause.
Oh, that's right. I remember you mentioning that last week because I remember I was thinking
it is.
Is this a squishy guy centered episode? And you're like, not particularly.
Not centered, but he does have a very important role in it, but it's not a squishy guy episode per se. It is the first half of a two-parter.
Yes, I remember you saying that too.
So and
don't forget to check the charity links.
Yes, charitylinks.page. So we'll be back next week for Deep Space Nine, and then the week after that, we'll come back for the final half of Hilda and the Mountain King, and
the Hilda Nolly.
The Hilda Nolly, yes, it'll be the end of our Hilda watch. So that's kind of cool. And don't forget Dana's YouTube channel, youtube.com/DanaColeDares. Don't forget Dana's Patreon, patreon.com/DanaColeDares. Don't forget my Patreon, patreon.com/Steve Shives. And you can also click the join button if you would rather support me by becoming a channel member. Or make a one-time gift.
You can come back, and if you are a member, you can send in a question for Friday's Ask Away.
That's right. This Friday is Ask Away, and if you are a patron or a member, or you become one between now and then, you can submit a question ahead of time for Ask Away.
You have plenty of time. Trust me.
You haven't submitted your question yet, have you?
Name and no names. There might be some of us who haven't submitted questions yet.
All right. Well, so we will wrap it up so Dana can let go of her hair or go and
clip it and then let go.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you on Friday. Dana will see you on Saturday for the Saturday 6 on her channel, and then we'll see you back here together next week for Trek Reluctantly once again. So take care, everybody. We'll see you later, everybody.